Have you ever heard of the prophet Ezekiel's incredible vision in the Valley of Dry Bones? This is a story full of mystery and hope that you won't want to miss. Today, you will discover how this vision not only inspired the people of Israel, but also brings a powerful message of renewal to us today. We will explore this story in a simple and uncomplicated way, so that anyone can understand and be inspired, regardless of their biblical knowledge. Hello, in today's video we will delve into the fascinating vision of the prophet Ezekiel. Get ready for an incredible journey. To better understand Ezekiel's vision, we need to know the historical context. Ezekiel was a prophet who lived during the Babylonian exile in the 6th century BC. The people of Israel had been conquered and taken captive to Babylon, far from their land, their temple and everything they knew. They felt lost, hopeless and as if God had abandoned them. In Ezekiel chapter 37, we find one of the most powerful and enigmatic visions in the Bible. God takes the prophet Ezekiel to an immense and desolate valley, an arid and dark place where life seems to have completely disappeared. Imagine yourself walking alongside Ezekiel, feeling the dry wind and barren land beneath his feet, as his eyes come across an impressive sight, a vast field covered in dry bones, scattered everywhere. It is a terrifying and sad sight, a tangible reminder of death and despair. In this valley of dry bones, each bone is a silent testimony of lives gone, of hopes lost. The feeling of abandonment is palpable. It is at this moment that God, the creator of all things, speaks to Ezekiel. He asks the prophet, "Son of man, can these bones live?" The question resonates in the air, defying logic and reason. Ezekiel, recognizing his own limitation in the face of divine power, responds with humility and reverence, "O sovereign Lord, only you know." This response is not only a demonstration of respect, but also of absolute faith in the wisdom and power of God. Ezekiel knows that, for God, nothing is impossible, not even bringing these dry and forgotten bones back to life. God, with his powerful and authoritative voice, instructs Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones. Imagine the scene. Ezekiel, surrounded by a vast field of dry bones, raises his voice and says, "Dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. This is what the sovereign Lord says to these bones, I will bring the Spirit into you, and you will have life. Then I will put flesh on you, and I will cover you with the skin. They will know that I am the Lord." With these powerful words, something extraordinary begins to happen. The valley, once silent and desolate, begins to shake with a thunderous noise, the sound of bones moving and coming together. Imagine seeing the bones, one by one, being attracted to each other, fitting together perfectly. Tendons begin to emerge, connecting the bones. Flesh begins to form, covering the skeletons. And finally, the skin stretches over the bodies, completing them. It's an incredible and supernatural transformation, but there is still one crucial detail: despite now having full human form, these bodies still have no life. They are physically complete, but they lack the breath of life, the spirit that will animate them. This powerful vision shows us that God is able to restore and renew, but true life comes from his Spirit. This vision symbolizes the desperate condition of Israel in exile, comparing them to dry, lifeless and hopeless bones. But it is also a promise from God to restore and renew his people, bringing them back to life. It is a message that even in the darkest times, there is hope and renewal through the power of God. He can bring life where there is death and despair, renewal where there is desolation. The vision of the Valley of Dry Bones offers us a powerful lesson about God's incredible ability to restore and renew, even in the most difficult and seemingly hopeless circumstances. This is not just an account of an ancient miracle, but an eternal message of hope and renewal. Through Ezekiel, God showed the people of Israel that hope was not lost, even when everything seemed lifeless and without a future. Israel was exiled in Babylon, far from its land, its traditions, and its temple, feeling spiritually dead, like those dry bones in the valley. But God, through this vision, promised that He could restore life and hope where there was only desolation. This vision teaches us that no matter how difficult or hopeless our situation may seem, God has the power to transform our reality. He can restore us physically, emotionally and spiritually. God not only revives dry bones, but also transforms them into a powerful, living army, demonstrating His power of renewal and His commitment to His people. Just as God had plans for Israel, He also has plans for us. Plans for prosperity, renewal and abundant life. Ezekiel's vision reminds us that, with God, there is always hope, there is always the possibility of renewal and restoration. In our darkest moments, we can trust that God is working in our lives, bringing new life and purpose. Therefore, as we reflect on this vision, let us remember that, with God, there is no situation so desperate that it cannot be transformed. He is the Lord of life, the restorer of all things. Thus, we can face our challenges with faith and hope, knowing that God is with us, ready to renew and restore. If you liked this video, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new content. Leave in the comments what you think of this vision and how it inspires you. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching and for being part of this learning journey. May Ezekiel's message of hope and renewal inspire your day. See you in the next video, and stay with God.